Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm just getting ready for my sales call. Sales call से पहले मैं now आके मंदिर जाता हूँ. I put this on as a sign of good luck. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the best offers for SMMA that you can use in 2026. But before that, I want to tell you one thing, and that is you have been clickbaited. That is because in this video, I'm not going to tell you the best offers for SMMA, but I'm going to tell you the best way to make offers for SMMA. And this is much more important than just copying someone else's offer. And उसके पीछे एक बहुत simple reason है, and that is कि offers work in contrast. That is, अगर सबके offer बहुत गंदे हैं, let's say सबके offer हैं कि I will run ads for you, and आपका offer है I'll get you to a 2x ROAS. This is, let's say, in e-commerce, right, for performance marketing. तो आपका ऑफर ऑटोमेटिकली बहुत अच्छा बन जाएगा. लेकिन अब सबके ऑफर अगर यही हो गए कि आई गेट यू टू 2x ROAS, तो आपका ऑफर अगेन एक बेकार ऑफर बन गया है. तो दैट्स व्हाई इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू बिल्ड योर ओन यूनिक ऑफर एज पर योर niches, requirements, the problems and the things that you can and should do, and based on that you can get the best offer. So I'll take you to my computer screen, I'll explain you everything, how this works, how to get really good at making offers so that you can make shit ton of money as fast as humanly possible. Let's go. Alright, so hi everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about offers, how to make really good offers. This is our new website, and I'll be taking you through some people that we have got really good results for, so that you have a really good idea that I know what I'm talking about, right? So basically we have worked with a lot of people so far, and now the thing that I want you to understand here is all of these testimonials, all of these people who are getting these results, right? For example, for Milind, who runs this agency called Catalyst, we got really good results. For example, this is Shruti, who basically runs this company called And Another, where she does design. We got really good results. This is Joshua, Performance Pilots, got really good results for them. Kabir from Leverage Labs, he does video editing, got results for them. So this is basically only available because of certain reasons. Now, why we are able to get results and why not a lot of people are able to do that is only because of a few things, and offer is one of those. Right now, because let's just talk about outbound, right? Outbound is where you are reaching out to your clients. There's not much you can do other than cold calls, other than emails. Maybe if you want, you can do calls, emails, you can do cold SMS. This is something which we have been doing, gets you really good results. And then cold DMs on multiple platforms. What else can you do? You cannot send pigeons with your message. You cannot write postcards. I mean, you can write them a physical letter, but again, it's not scalable, right? So these are majorly the only ways. Now again, in this you can apply different strategies, but at the end it only comes down to your offer. Now, what is an offer? I've already talked about it multiple times on my channel, but this is exactly what you give to someone, right? People have problems, people want solutions to those problems. The solution to those problems are basically what you offer. You offer a bridge, you offer staircase for people to climb to reach to that situation where they don't have that problem anymore. And that is basically what your offer is. To explain that, there's a very rough diagram. There's a person, this is his current situation. He's unhappy, as you can see. There's fire, which is basically the problem. Though when you have a problem, it's like a fire burning below you, and that's why he's in a lot of pain, right? Everyone is in pain. Last video we talked about how you need a niche, why you need a niche and everything. Then we talked about in niche, people have problems, those problems cause pain. When you solve those problems, you get money. How do you solve those problems? You solve those problems by offering solutions. Now we're going to talk about offer. This guy is in pain, right? This is this guy's desired situation. There's a star, which is basically the results. So you want to get results for this guy, right? So that he's in this situation where he's happy, he might have money, he might have love, he might have a really good body. People want all certain kind of things. This is basically his desired situation. How to go from this situation where he's in pain to this situation where he's in a happy position? He needs to climb this staircase. Now this staircase again could be a staircase which is very shaky, or I mean, I don't mean shaky, but let's say something which is not stable. This is unstable. Let's say sometimes people walk on this and they fall and they hurt themselves, and now they're in even more pain. You don't want such staircase. You want a staircase which has strong foundations. This is basically creating an offer, right? So there are going to be steps. Let's say you want client steps for you would be selecting a niche, selecting an offer, pricing your services, learning about those services, reaching out to people, getting on sales calls, taking money, doing that service for them, right? That is the step, right? So let's say niche selection, offer, then outreach, and then, you know, sales, and then all those kind of things, right? Now the thing is, let's say if I was to do this for you, if I was to teach this to you and I don't have strong foundations, I don't know how to do this properly, I don't have strong ways of doing this, you might fall over and you might end up somewhere where it's even more painful, right? In order to not let that happen, first thing you need is you need strong foundation. But even after that, in case it happens, you need to have a trampoline which either puts them into a position which is better than where they started, or at least at the same position where they were, so that you don't, like, fuck them over. That is basically what a good offer is. This is all there is you need to know about an offer. You need to have strong risk reversal so that people don't feel like they're making a big risk when they are starting to work with you. You need to have clear steps, you need to have clear foundations below them. That is, how do you accomplish those steps? How do you outreach to clients so that you get good appointments? How do you get on sales calls with a nice script so that you are able to close those people? These are the steps and these are the foundations below that, so that people can get these results and they can be in this desired situation. Now, once this is done, we talked about pricing, right? How do you price? You should always price more than what your competition is charging. If your competition is charging, let's say, 2 lakh rupees, you should charge 2.2 lakh rupees, you should charge 2.5 lakh rupees. Again, there are some things that you need to keep in mind, like your value should at least be more than what you're charging, otherwise people would feel like they got scammed. But that is basically how it works, right? Your price, basically, if you decrease it, the emotional investment of your client decreases as well. If you increase your price, it increases. If you decrease your price, the perceived value of your object, let's say if I was to sell the same service for 1 lakh rupees and then same service for 8 lakh rupees, people are going to, perceive it as more valuable when I increase the price. The results, they also increase when you charge higher prices. That is simply because people are more invested. They again feel like it's more valuable. They put in more results. You will also have more revenue for fulfillment, and that's why you get better things. Again, this is out of the 100 million money models, not money models, $100 million offers by Alex Hermosi. So credits to him. That's how it works. Then again, demandingness of your client decreases. Clients that pay you more don't often demand as much as compared to clients that literally pay you peanuts, right? Similarly, like I said, revenue for fulfillment per customer increases. That means, let's say you pay me 8 lakh rupees, I can, invest in things that would get you better results because I have that money. Similarly, in your business, when you decrease prices, profits decrease. When you increase prices, profits increase. Perceived value of self, for yourself, you'll feel better if you're selling something for 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees as compared to selling something for 5,000, 10,000 rupees. Similarly, your results would be more impactful when you charge higher prices. Your service levels would be better as well, and your sales team would feel better as well, that they're selling something worth, buying, and they're not just selling something for peanuts. So that's it. Now, one thing that you need to understand between all of this is that how do you, make client acquisition easy, and how do you make really good offers? By making your product harder. That is not harder to do for the client, but harder for you to build. The more time you put into learning something, the more confidence you would have, and that's why client acquisition becomes easy. Similarly, if your product is easy, if you learn Facebook ads from an 8-hour course and you went out to sell it, client acquisition is going to be hard for you. Building nice offers is going to be hard for you. That is because in the last video we talked about, in order to close someone as a client, you need to bring confidence. How do you bring confidence? Either by testimonials, right? Or else you can do this by confidence of self, or else you can do this by your offer. When your product is easy, you do not have trust on yourself because you just, half-assed things. So this goes away. When your product is easy, you cannot offer great results. You cannot provide, guarantees and all that, and that's why your offer is not as good either, and that's why you don't have testimonials either. But when your product is hard, you have bloody confidence in yourself and your ability to do things for people, that is because you just put the time in. That's why the self confidence increases automatically. You'll be able to offer things that people actually want because you did put the time in. And similarly, when both of these things are there, people get really good results. People would want to work with you, would want to give you testimonials. They would become your literal fans if you do things for them. That's how you get clients out of referral as well. So that is basically how you build an offer. There's a lot to it. Again, it's not just something you can learn from these three graphs that I taught you. But if you want to learn more about it, first thing that you can do is there's a full video on my channel talking about how to make offers. But the second thing, if you're a marketing agency owner, coach or consultant or a B2B service provider, you can book the link, you can book a call with me going to the link below or going to this very beautiful website of mine, clicking the button right here. Totally up to you, but that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.